when you open Eclipse, you'll be prompted to select a workspace. Now, you can put this workspace anywhere you want as long as workspace is the last folder. Now, click OK, and then you'll be taken to a welcome page in Eclipse. Okay, now that you're at the welcome page, click on this icon here, and that'll take you to the Package Explorer. Now, maximize this by going to the bottom right and dragging across. Now you see the Package Explorer. You need to make a new project. So right click, New, Java Project, and now you can just give this any name that you want, and you also can choose what Java environment you want. Then click Finish. Now in Java, everything is made in classes, so any code you write should be in a certain class. So we need to make a class. So to do that, we click on Source, New, Class, and then leave everything the same, and the only thing we want to put in is the name. So my class is going to be called Hello World, and then click Finish. As you can see, my helloworld.java file has been created with my public class Hello World class. Okay, so when you make a Java class, the Java class name has to be the same as whatever the Java file name is. So Hello World and Hello World. Okay, so this line means that anything in this file is included in the package any. Okay, we'll learn about packages later. Now in this line, it's a bit more important. This is saying make a new class called Hello World and make it visible to everywhere. So this section here is an access specifier. It's also known as an access modifier, and this determines what other code in other classes can see. So if I was to make this private, no other classes out of this file would be able to see it. Since we have our class declared, we can then declare our first method. So this method is going to be the main method. You must have this in any Java program. This is where the compiler starts off the program. So there is a very strict declaration for this method, and you can't really deviate from it. So to declare this method, you go public, meaning it's visible from everywhere, static, which we'll get into later, but there's instance and static types, void, which means that this method is going to return nothing. As with Java, you have to specify what the method return type will be, and then main. Okay, and then then you put curly braces on the end. So anything contained within these curly braces are part of that main method. Alright, now with a main method, you make a parameter declared as type string array. Now the reason you do this is because with Java you can launch any program from the command line, and when you launch the program from the command line, you are also allowed to input parameters. So all this does is catches those parameters and puts it within the variable args. A thing to note here is that in Java, indentation does not affect your code at all, it just makes it more readable. Okay, so now that we've got our method declared, we'll give it some functionality. Now all we're going to do is make this a very simple Hello World program, so we're going to use system.out.println and then give it parameters. And now because it's going to be a string, we're going to put speech marks around it. And there we are. We have our Hello World program. Now when you first run a program in Java, it won't have any default run settings, so this probably won't be there. You'll just click Run Configurations, Java Application, and then Run, and it should print out Hello World.